sore subject, I know. But I get this question asked literally every day on YouTube and on TikTok. Now, people blame a lot of things, guys, and I want to try and clear up as much as I can about it, right? I've been doing the taxi for years now, and I've seen a decline over the years, and it comes back. It's a revolving door. It's always has been. The difference with this year, it's a little bit extra stronger, and I'll tell you why, right? So the taxis have always been a revolving door. People like sign up, hate it, leave. Sign up, hate it, leave. Sign up, hate it, leave, right? It's always been the way. There's been lulls over the years, even now. You can say even before COVID. There's always been lulls, right? But the only thing that's different this time is the volume that they can get licenses out, like Wolverhampton. So, like, as an example, in Liverpool, right? You apply for a license in Liverpool. You've got Liverpool, Knowsley, Sefton. They're the three main badges in Liverpool, right? And they've all got 6 months waiting time, yeah? So what happens is all these guys waiting for 6 months to get a badge, yeah? Or to even get replied back to in an email, right? So these are waiting 6 months. And then by that time that 6 months comes along, you got drivers leaving, yeah? So in this local area of Liverpool, yeah, there's a slow amount coming in and a slow amount leaving. Lovely, balanced, perfect, as it always should be. Yeah. So what happens is the scouser that goes, oh, I'll go to Sefton. It's a 6 month wait. So normally he has to wait, but now there's quicker, easier, faster options, aka Wolverhampton. Yeah. So he'll trot along to Wolverhampton, get his badge, come back to Liverpool. Now the guys that would have left by the time he got his badge to Slow Sefton or Slow Liverpool or Slow Knowsley, he's not, because he went and got a little shortcut. So for the driver's point of view, for this fella's driver, he's getting on the road, he's earning money. This is me not slating or being negative anyone. This is just explaining a lot of the reasons why Uber's dead. And it's not just this, there's more factors I'll point out. But this is one of the factors. So we're normally, just say, 1,000 leave of a week in Liverpool and 1,000 come in Liverpool. There's the balance, yeah? Right? So now, 1,000 leave in Liverpool, 1,500 come in. 1,000 Liverpool plates and 500 Wolverhampton plates. That's just an example of what I mean. So that's when people say there's too many drivers. It's because of all the shortcuts that people can get in, and to get them quicker than normal. So that people leaving and people coming is now off balance since Wolverhampton. Now Sefton and all that's done in the past. Manchester, there's 10,000 Manchester plates. Sefton plates in Manchester, you come over because it's quicker than the Manchester plates. But it's never been on this volume, this like relentless like volume. Do you know what I mean? I think like Wolverhampton staff to process badges still at 10, 15 times the amount of staff in Sefton and Liverpool and stuff. Purely just the volume, they're just churning them out, mate. So, yes, there is a lot of drivers due to this quick code, you know, this quick shortcut, right? But since COVID, right, a lot, and you know these personally, you speak to loads of people, a lot of people are working from home. Now, I used to work, I'm a big day boy, always have been, morning rush, afternoon rush, always been on the Uber when I used to work them properly. And the decline in taking people to work, taking people to their office staff and everything else is plummeted, is proper plummeted. I know people who work in like the government sector, you know, like of the big offices in town and everything else. They're literally either full-time working from home still, even now, or part-time, like 2-3 days a week in the office, 2-3 days at home. So even now, where they used to get a taxi of any company, they're not now, because they're staying at home. Do you know what I mean? So there's two major factors of why it's dead. The third major factor, currently why it's dead, is the climate, guys. The taxis or Uber or whatever you want to call them is a luxury. Yeah? People cannot afford the luxury at the moment. And that's it. They're trying to afford the lecky and the mortgage and the bread and everything else. So normally where people get a taxi to work or a taxi to even a social event that they've saved up for, they're opting for a train or a cheap little red scooter or bum a lift. Do you know what I mean? I've actually picked people up and took them to the train station with suitcases so they can get a train to the airport to go on holiday. So instead of paying 70 quid straight to the airport, they're paying a tenner in a taxi, a tenner in a train station, 20 quid, saving 50 quid to go towards spends while away or whatever. But that just proves a point on how people are trying to watch the pennies, because it is really bad. Now, hopefully, come up to the end of the year, we're starting to see inflation come down, things slowly start coming down, people have a lot more free money, where then they can start spending it more and going out for meals, getting a taxi to and from and having a bevy. Do you know what I mean? So, like, currently, the demand is low for taxis in general, and there's a high amount of drivers. Same again, because there's more people coming in than it is leaving. Do you know what I mean? And that's just one element. Buses have started coming out and doing super cheap £2 buses. Well, they are in Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? There's so many ways you can get around now that doesn't involve a taxi. Do you know what I mean? Those red scooters that come out a few years ago in town. Bing, bing, you see them all? You work on a Friday night or whatever, they're pinging down, bing, leaving town in volumes, mate, those little red scooters. Little point, by the way, if you go on a red scooter and you bevy, then you get nicked. You do actually get done for drink driving, because it's classed as a licensed vehicle. Didn't know if you knew that, just want to add that. But that's the reason why. Now, myself personally, as people will leave, yeah, and the demand will increase, it might demand start getting better again near the end of the year when people can start to afford the taxis. But you need to stop just randomly blaming stuff. The amount of stuff that people blame. That Wolverhampton driver there, it's his fault why he was skint. And he could just be a scouser driving, like, working. Do you know what I mean? There's, like, so many factors that's changed over the last year to 2 years. And it's just a collective of, like, all of it. Do you know what I mean? And, yeah, it is a pain. And, yeah, the times I do Uber, mainly obviously to provide content for yourselves, or do a little shift or whatever, or top up my earnings in between jobs and stuff. It is down, it is quiet, but hopefully it is just a lull, like everything. I'm telling you right now, if you owned a bakery, if you owned a cafe, paid any money or taken it down this year than last year, purely because there's less people eating out and they're just making bacon butties at home to save money. Do you know what I mean? The airport transfers, I work for a lot of companies all over UK, I get little bits off everyone. And I'm telling you, so far, running up to the summer, it feels like one of the quietest run-ups to summer for the airport transfers. And people go, oh, it's because of this. Mate, people can't afford holidays. People can't afford to go away. Have you seen the prices of holidays? I reckon if you can somehow do the research, there's probably less people flying this year than there was last year, just generally. Because people can't afford to flip and go on holiday and fly. I haven't been on holiday this year. I'm not going on holiday this year. I've been going to caravans and stuff. For that reason, I can't afford to have me, wife, and 2 older kids now on holiday. Just can't afford it. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, that's another factor. There's so many factors involved that it's just, yeah, yourself personally, just generally, the climate is so skint, and there is an influx of drivers. And it's purely because they can just get them out quicker than people are leaving. But I think always there's a balance, because at one point there'll be people doing full-time Uber and they can't make ends meet. They will. I'm telling you right now, full-time Uber drivers will be struggling right now, depending on where you live. I know personal drivers of the sole income of the house and everything else is struggling massively. They're the type of guys who will go and get employed and get a job. One of my good mates has just got a full-time job now, 9 till 5, because you just can't deal with it. And yeah, as they start coming in, the new drivers will come in, the balance should settle down. But they just need to slow down the new applications and just restrict them slightly and make them a bit tougher to pass. Do you know what I mean? So the quality of driver coming through now is a bit better. The amount of bad drivers I'm seeing on the roads, wrong way on the one-way streets, red lights, swerving all over the show. I seen one guy fell asleep at the lights. That doesn't make him a bad driver, it just means he's overworked because he's trying to chase the money. So, yeah, that's the main reason why. It's not just one little thing. There's multiple reasons why Uber's quiet, and hopefully this video will give you a little bit of an insight why. Now I'm going to crack on now myself, just on the school runs, got an airport run, and I might even put a bit of Uber on myself. But listen guys, thanks very much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe and all that jazz, and hopefully this video has been a little bit insightful. If I'm wrong, please let me know. This is just my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you think, and also any other ideas why you think it might be quiet compared to last year or before COVID, then let me know in the comments guys. Thanks for watching as per usual. Catch you all later.